done running, and I'm just going to bust straight into a yoga routine that I think is perfect for runners and other athletes, and ends up creating my own little invention, if you will, that I like to call Roga, where I go running and then do yoga. Preferably I do this outside, but it's kind of cold and windy today. I live in Colorado and winter is already here. So anyway, one more point I want to make before we get started is that you can see I still have my running shoes on, I'm in running clothes, and I have no yoga mat. So the point here is you have no excuse not to do yoga. You don't have to go to a studio, you don't have to have a mat, you don't have to have fancy clothes or do anything crazy. We're just going to do a short little routine here, probably end up being about 10 minutes. That would be great to do after any run, or you can do it, any old time. So it's going to be an adaptive warrior series. We're going to be doing some balancing and some movement. So for the first time through, just kind of watch me while you're doing it. Then don't watch me, just focus on what you're doing and listen to my voice. And then from there, you're just going to follow your breath. Your breath will be your guide. So here we go. We're going to start in mountain pose, which is pretty much just standing. So go ahead and bring your feet together. Maybe shift your weight forward and back a little bit. Kind of find that center of gravity here, where you're going to have your head stacked over your shoulders, over your hips, over your knees, stacked over your ankles. Maybe roll the shoulders a little bit. Close the eyes. Close your eyes and just kind of get present here. I like to suggest turning the palms open. It helps roll the shoulders back a little bit. We don't want the shoulder blades pinching together in the back. Just enough to kind of lift the chest here a little bit. Get your breath flowing freely. So if you've just finished running, you might need to let your breath calm down a little bit, and as your breath slows, your heart rate will slow. But if you're at the point where you can begin your yogic breath, let's go there now. And all that means is that you're inhaling and exhaling through your nose. I'm going to turn to the side here so you can get a better view of what we're going to be doing. A couple more breaths in simple mountain pose here. Begin to place an awareness in your left foot. You're going to bend your right leg, bringing your right foot into your right hand. This is going to look a lot like a traditional quad stretch that most of us are used to, except I don't want your back swaying out here. I want you to tuck your pelvis in and forward. So hopefully from the side view you can see the difference here between this and this. So just that slight, subtle movement here, engaging the core and bringing the pelvis forward. You can even bring this left hand back around, gripping the foot, rolling your shoulders back, opening up your chest. Getting a nice little chest stretch here as well. Most of us spend our days sitting at our desks, kind of hunched over, so we get tight through the chest. So we want to give ourselves an opportunity to loosen up a little bit here. And one more breath. And on your next inhale, release the grip of your right foot. Don't let the right foot touch down, swing your leg forward. So we've got a nice L shaped here with the right leg, thighs parallel to the ground. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, extend that right leg out. On your next inhale, we're sweeping it back, planting it down behind you in a lunge, and exhaling as you sink down. Inhale, bring your arms high. On your next exhale, just shift your chest forward, arms come back into airplane wings. Take an inhale here, engage the core, and press up into warrior three, into the left leg. Now don't let that right foot touch down. Inhale, bring it forward. And we begin again. We're going to try to do this 5 times. Watch and listen one more time if you need to. Inhale here. Exhale, extend the right leg. Inhale as you sweep back. Exhale as you sink into that lunge. Inhale, reach high with your fingertips. Exhale, legs stay where they are, chest comes forward, arms come back. Take an inhale, find a focal point here out in front of you, and exhale as you press up into warrior three. Right leg straight, gazing down, top of the forehead, reaching forward. Inhale, bring it back to start. So now for these next three, let your breath be your guide. Each movement is one part of the breath. Inhale here to start. Exhale, extend. Inhale as you sweep back, land lightly, exhale, sink. Inhale, sweep high. Exhale, heart reaches forward, fingertips back. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, powers you up into that left leg. Inhale, sweep forward. Exhale, extend. Inhale, float the leg back. Exhale, sink, open up that right hip flexor. Inhale, actively reach high. Maybe a little back bend here. Exhale, heart comes forward, airplane arms. Inhale, find your focal point. Exhale, push up. Last round as we bring it through for an inhale. Ooh, left leg's getting a little shaky here. Exhale, extend. Take your time. Inhale beautifully. Bring that right leg back. Exhale, sinking in. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, heart comes forward, airplane wings back. Find your drishti, your focal point, and exhale as you push up. We're going to stay here in warrior three. You can bring your palms together at your heart. Reach through that back right heel and forward through the crown of the head. Lengthen the back body. One more breath, inhale, reach. Exhale, right foot comes to meet the left. Find your breath and mountain pose. All right, hope you guys had fun with that one. We're going to do it on the other side now. This is one of my favorite series, I don't know why. So I hope you guys love it too. So, you know what's coming. We're going to do it 5 times. Begin to follow your breath right away if you feel comfortable here. Inhale, we start with that quad stretch. We're bringing it over on the left leg now. Remember, you have the option to bring your right arm back. I do recommend it. Roll the shoulders back, shoulder blades together and down. And not pinching. And remember, tuck that pelvis forward. So we don't want this. We don't want to put any strain on the low back. Knees are together. So that left kneecap is facing down toward the ground. You're getting a nice stretch all the way down to the quad and our left hip flexor here. Remember, you're keeping your breath as an inhale and exhale through the nose. Don't mind me while I talk. Inhale, release. Don't let that left foot touch down. Finding our starting point here. Take an inhale. Exhale, extend the left foot. As you can see, I'm not very flexible on my left side. You'll probably have different flexibility on each side, that's fine. Inhale, sweep it back. Landing lightly on that left toe. Inhale, brings our arms high. Exhale, lead with the heart, bring airplane arms back. Take an inhale, and we're going to exhale and power up into the right leg. Warrior three. Inhale, sweep forward. Pause in here. Keeping that left leg lifted. Exhale, we extend. Inhale, with grace. Lightly landing down as we exhale and deepen that lunge. Inhale. Do whatever you need to here with the arms. You can have them high or you can keep them here if you need to. And then we bring that heart forward. Arms back. Inhale. Exhale is going to power you up into warrior three once more. Inhale, continue your flow here. Breath is your guide. Your breath is your friend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, slowly, deeply. Bring that leg back. Exhale, just settle in. Yeah, feel it. Inhale, you can reach actively with the arms. Give a little back bend if that feels good. And then, we bring that heart forward, our arms back. We take an inhale. Exhale powers us up. Beautiful. Last round here. Inhale, bring it forward. Hands can even be on the hips if you need them there. Exhale, extend. Inhale, draw your breath in, draw the leg back, land lightly. Square your hips, exhale, sink. Reach powerfully forward and up. Coming into a little back bend. Exhale, bring the chest forward, arms back. Inhale, find your drishti, find your focal point. Exhale, push up. Feel beautiful here in this last warrior 3. Hands can stay back in airplane wing arms or forward into prayer. Don't ever lock this right leg out. Keep a little micro bend. Left foot is flexed like it's pressing against the wall. You're reaching out through the heel and long through the crown of the head. Try to keep a flat back. One more beautiful breath here. Inhale. Exhale, left foot comes to meet the right. Take a deep breath. Let it out through your mouth. Release any residual heat here. One more inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Lift your gaze. Touch your thumbs together here. And then we're going to come down through heart center. Exhale as you hinge forward at the hips. Coming to a standing forward fold. So I just want us to hang out here for a little bit. It's not rocket science. Don't overthink it. We're just giving the hammies a nice stretch here. We're going to spend a little bit of time getting comfy. I'm going to give you a few pointers to see if it helps you get a little deeper into that fold. And all we want to do is find the edge, our own personal edge. It's going to be different for everyone. You know, look at me. I got a nice bend in my legs here. You know, I got to round through the back a little bit, but I want to go as far as I can with the flat back first. So right about here, and then I let myself round down. So go ahead and play with it a little bit. You may need to adjust. Maybe you need to inhale and come up a little bit with that flat back. And then exhale, come back down. Maybe take yourself through a couple cycles of that. See how it feels. Inhale a bit, flat back, fingertips come to the shins. Reach out through the top of the head. So we get length here in the back. And then as you exhale, reach forward, dipping that way first, then bringing it down. Another thing we can think about doing is spiraling the inner thighs internally. And that gives us a little more space in the low back as well. You need to keep a deep bend in the knees here like so, that's fine. Or even a micro bend. You never really want to lock the joints out. And you can grab opposite elbows with opposite hands here. Make sure the top of the head is hanging down toward the floor. Your gaze is back between your legs. Keep your breath smooth and authentic for you. If at any point you feel like you can't maintain that nasal inhale and exhale, then you need to back out of the pose. So release the arms down. Think of consciously grounding through your feet here. Engage your core, let the arms hang, and on an inhale, we're going to roll up real slow here. You may need to take a couple breaths, that's fine. So when you get toward the top, let either that first or second inhale start wrapping up here. And then roll back. Roll the shoulders back. Head lifts. Turn your palms out. And that's kind of all we're going to do for today. But as I do say, every yoga session needs a shavasana. What I want to do for this one is legs up the wall. It's actually a restorative yoga posture, but I think it feels really great at the end of the day. For me right now, it's the end of the day. And so I'm going to suggest that we do that. I'm going to adjust the camera here just a little to make sure you see it. Sorry, I don't have an expert film crew on hand right now. I'm not that big of a deal yet. So one way we can get into legs up the wall is to just scoot one of our hips right up against the wall. Lay down on our back. And then just pivot up. So once again, kind of like our standing forward fold. It's not rocket science. This is my three-legged dog, Bailey. He likes to do yoga as well. And, okay, baby, excuse me. Baby, come here. Oh. See, and then if you have pets, they really like to love on you when you do yoga. And so I suggest flexing your feet here. We're gonna get a nice gentle opening through the back of the legs, through your hamstrings, your lower glutes. And we reverse the blood flow here, which is really good for our body, especially at the end of the day. And if you want to open your arms up to the side, we're going to bring them up like goalposts overhead. Again, we give ourselves a nice gentle stretch through the chest. So go ahead and stay here as long as it feels good. That could be anywhere from a minute to 10 minutes or whatever, honestly, whatever feels good for you. Close your eyes and find a quiet space, literally and metaphorically, and just settle in here. That yogic breath we cultivated at the beginning of class, you can begin to let go of it a little bit and just let your breath return back to its natural state. So I'm going to go ahead and close here, but like I said, stay here as long as you like. Thank you for practicing today. Namaste.